Hi, this is your video on finding the arc length of sectors when they're a little bit more challenging and not so easy to work with. So the formula we're going to start with, or the proportion, is your arc length over your circumference equals the central angle over 360. So we kind of talked about that in your last video. The degrees is your central angle over 360. In that last video, it was flip-flopped around, and that's totally fine too. I actually like to start with the degrees versus this stuff, so you'll see me flipping them around naturally. Circumference is something we already know, so remember this is a part over total relationship. So the circumference that you're talking about here is the circumference of your entire circle. And if you remember, the circumference is pi times diameter. So we'll be using that formula as we work through these. So example number 1 here. Finding the arc length of the sector, it's 75-degree angle, and the radius is 16 meters. So to set up our proportion, I'm going to put 75 degrees out of 360, and then equals x. I'm trying to find the arc length. That's what I don't know. Over, then that would be the circumference, which is pi times diameter. So we're going to find that and then put it in that spot. So pi is 3.14. Diameter, now radius is 16. That's halfway across. Diameter goes all the way across, making that 32. And we take 3.14 times 32, and we get 100.48. And that's the number I'm putting in the denominator of my proportion. You can check to see if this simplifies. It does, because you're talking about 5 and 0. If you don't want to simplify it and you just want to work with it this way, that's totally fine. You're going to get the same answer. You're just working with different numbers. So when you go to cross multiply, you take 75 times 100.48 and then equals 360x, and then you would divide by 360. I'm going to show you simplifying it. So when you do, this becomes 5 over 24 equals x over 100.48. And then we're cross multiply. So 5 times 100.48 is 502.4. Actually, I'm going to write it over here. Equals, and then 24 times x is 24x. Divide by 24 on both sides, and you get x to be approximately 20.93. It's 93 repeating, okay? So to label that, my answer would be 20.93 meters. And arc length, remember, is just this piece here. So no squared or cubed or anything like that, just straight meters. Example number 2, finding the arc length of this sector. It is a 200-degree sector, and then the radius is 7 feet. So following that same thing, we're going to take that degrees out of 360, x over pi times diameter. So setting up our proportion, 200 over 360. And then x over, and then we have to figure out what number goes there using our pi times diameter. So 3.14 times our diameter, remember, is all the way across, so it'll be 14. And when we take that, we get 43.96. And now this is our proportion, okay? You can simplify this definitely, at least to 20 over 36. You can simplify it even more. It simplifies down to 5/9. So how is an easy way to do that? I showed you on the last video. I'll show you again. Just push that fraction button here, and then it'll set it up, and you type it in, 360, enter, and it will show you your simplified fraction. Equals x over 43.96, and then we cross multiply, so 5 times 43.96 gives you 219.8. I apologize, I'm not leaving myself very much room. Equals 9 times x, which is 9x. Divide by 9 on both sides. And you get approximately 24.42 is your answer for x. And that's talking about the arc length, which is this piece right here. Okay, so my answer is going to be 24.42, rounding to the hundredths place there. And then my label is feet. And that is how you find arc length. Thanks for watching.